Good morning, guys. Me, the kid, still here, and today I'm here with Singer23.
Woo!
We're playing something a little bit different. We're playing a game called Two Truths, One Lie.
Wait,
Now, what that is,
this isn't Minecraft?
well, sort of.
I'm out.
We
See
do
ya.
have Minecraft footage in the background that we just played, but it will not really have to do too much with what we are talking about. So, what Two Truths, One Lie is, and I'm great speaking, is a game where essentially you take some friends, like, me and Side Gunner, and it's a test of how well we know each other. So, we're gonna do freaking awful. We know each other decently, but we don't know each other amazingly, which is what makes us so good, because we may know enough about each other, and we also may not. We're gonna say 3 statements, 2 of which are true about ourselves, and 1 of which is a lie. And the other person, in this case, if I say something, second will have to guess which one is not true. If he guesses the one that is not true, then he gets a point. Yeah. And if he does not, then I get a point.
Yep.
And the person with the most points at the end, well, there's a slight punishment for those.
We'll get to the punishment at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around and find out what the punishment is going to be.
Yeah. All right. So, do you want us to get right on into it? Who do you want to go first?
I'll go first. I'll give you my 3 first.
All right. So I have to figure out which one of his statements are false.
All right,
I'm gonna do terribly.
All right. Number 1, I didn't fail a single class in high school.
Oh, I do not. So that being.
Number 2, I graduated college before I graduated high school. And number 3, I didn't fail any class in college.
Oh God. Okay, I feel like if anything. Okay, I'm gonna give you a reason. I'm gonna say with the first one, you probably failed something in high school more likely than college. I feel like the graduated college before high school is so specific that it feels odd to be false.
Maybe I went crazy for the first one here and just want to throw you off.
You tend to take college more seriously than high school, so high school is the most likely. So my guess is, this is a guess, is that you failed a class in high school.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You are incorrect.
All right, which one was incorrect?
I did not fail. I did fail. The lie is I didn't fail any class in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, right, so you get a point.
So yeah, graduated college before high school. I went to a early college high school. So I was taking college and high school at the same time. And how the dates fell. Yeah. The college graduation was before the high school graduation, allowing me to technically graduate college before I graduated high school.
All right.
Yep.
I'm keeping track of points, by the way.
I am as well. So that's 1 point to me.
All right. So it is now to me. So here are my statements. You ready?
I am as ready as I'll ever be.
1. I have been in a television commercial. 2. I have never been on an airplane before. 3. I have been on a Type 40 train before. Those are my 3.
Okay. So, little thing that I know about you is the commercial is very plausible. I could have seen you were in that Comic-Con recently. I could have seen you somehow being in a commercial for that. Your parents own their own business, could potentially be in a commercial for that. Both of those very plausible. I'm gonna say the commercial is true.
All right.
Now, train or plane, basically. How specific the train is, I'm gonna say that's the lie. I feel like you Google types of trains and just pick a random one off the list. I'm gonna say the train is a lie.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Correct, you're correct.
Did you
to be fair, that's not a real type of train.
Okay, I literally thought you just Googled a random type of train. It's like, I'll get it with this one with how specific it is.
Honestly, I wanted the type of specific to make you think I was trying, like, the reverse psychology thing, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
And you were absolutely correct about the commercial.
Comic-Con or business? Yeah. I was like, Comic-Con was the first thing that popped in my head. I'm like, it probably could have been that. I'm like, wait, family owns a business. I could see that easily being a commercial for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you should know I've never been on an airplane before because I flat out told you that with my fares.
Wait, what was the second one?
I've never been on an airplane
I
before.
swear you said I've been on a plane before and I've been on a train. So I was like, both are
Gotta hit him with the reverse.
Like I knew
psychology.
I was like, I don't think he'd ever been on a plane because I don't think he travels much, but I could be wrong. So that's 2 points to me now.
Yeah. All right. Go with your second one.
All right. Number 1. Despite my Minecraft skin, my favorite animal is a penguin. 2. I have won a Magic the Gathering draft tournament.
So that's so easy. Of course, it's possible.
Number 3. I went to school with my brother and didn't know it.
Okay, I feel like the third one almost has to be true. But heck, you've embezzled me before. Okay.
If you want me to repeat them, I will.
I feel like I've heard you mention penguins actually being your favorite animal. I may have not, but I feel like you've said something about that before.
Dude, my Minecraft skin's a panda. Why would I not have a penguin skin? Like, that makes no sense.
I'm gonna... Okay, what was the second one?
I have won a Magic the Gathering draft tournament. So which one is a lie, me?
I'm gonna say the Magic Gathering draft is a lie, honestly, because that's the most, like, believable thing you said. So I'm going with that.
Okay, you're correct.
Woo!
Oh yeah, I got I've been in like 3 draft tournaments. I think in my second one I got 3rd place, and that was the highest I scored.
I'm just like, that's the most believable thing.
Fair. And the other 2 are like the penguin thing is like, it's understandable. I share an account with a guy I went to college with. Like he uses my account. He's like, hey, I like pandas. Kind of changes to this panda. I'm like, yeah, sure, I don't care. I like it. It looks cool. So that's kind of how my skin came about. But yes, penguins are my favorite animal. Now the brother story. Getting a little bit to my history, my dad left me before I was born, I believe, like around early childhood. Blah blah blah. Years pass. I'm in high school. I am a junior at this point, and the school counselor left a piece of paper on the thing of the upcoming freshman. I look at it. I see my dad's name, which I'm not gonna say here, obviously. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, okay, weird, but it's possible, I guess. My brother's going to the school now. I asked around a couple of the freshmen I knew, and they're like, nah, I never heard of the dude. Whatever. 3 years later, I actually got in contact with my dad. He's like, yeah, my son goes there, and I'm like, who is your son? Blah blah blah. Somebody's name. I'm like, yeah, me and him were actually really good friends. Just never knew his last name my entire 2 years of hanging out with the dude. So that was interesting. Whenever that came about.
Neat.
Yeah. All right.
That's almost kind of a nice story.
It's really weird, and when he told me that, I'm like, it's kind of weird, but I'm not even gonna be mad about it. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess this is my second one. It's 2-1. All right. Ahem. My 3 phrases. I have had someone tell me to remember them by the way they slapped my butt. 2. I've had someone tell me that I was one of the cutest cashiers they've ever seen at my workplace. 3. Someone has tried to get my number at my work before, and I actually gave it to them.
Okay.
There are your 3.
Honestly, the first one seems like you, so I feel like that's easily possible. The second one, I feel like you've told me that story before. But I don't remember. I either remember the second story or third story. They're very similar, but slightly different, obviously. So I can't remember which one it was. I'm going to say someone telling you you're cute one at work is the lie.
That's mean. Why would you think that's not true?
Final answer is what I'm sticking with.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's why.
Okay.
So why would anyone tell me that?
No, it's like the number thing's pretty much. I was like, I remember one of the 2 stories. The number.
I never specified. It was a customer. It could have been a friend, which is the thing.
I'm about to say to you, I've met your parents. They aren't gonna call you cute. I kid if they're watching this.
And then now, if you want context, the first one. Okay, so back in high school, there was this girl who, like, this was back in like my sophomore year, and for some reason I could not remember anyone's name for worth crap. Like, I would meet people and they'd be like, "Oh, hi, Mew," not saying other names. A lot of people already know it, but I prefer Mew. And so let's go with that. And I was like, "Oh, hi," not ever remembering people's name, which was kind of horrible. But just so many people kept talking to me. For some reason, everybody remembered me that year. I don't know why. But there's this one girl in particular. I'm gonna change her name to be. I was about to say, I'll just change it to Pepperoni Pizza, because I can't think of a realistic name for some reason right now.
Perfect.
So this girl, Pepperoni Pizza, kept on like being like, "Hey Mew, do you remember my name now?" And I'm like, "It starts with P." Doesn't actually start with P, but Pepperoni Pizza in case. And eventually, like, I was in the high school band, and like we're on the field, like we just got done performing, we're on our way back, and she's like, "Hey, remember my name now?" And I'm like, "Starts with a P," and she just grabs my butt and is like, "My name is Pepperoni Pizza. Remember me by this." And I have never forgotten her actual name since. Still, I know it, and I haven't talked to her in years. But yeah, that happened.
Very interesting story. All right, so the score is currently I have 3 points, Mew has 1 point.
Yeah.
Let's make this round worth 2 points each.
Oh.
So potentially you have a chance to come back and win, but you have to get both of these right.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
I will go first.
Okay.
I have watched every episode of How I Met Your Mother. I have watched every episode of Lost.
Oh my god, how am I supposed to know this?
I have watched every episode of Game of Thrones.
I feel like I've heard you talk about Game of Thrones. I'm gonna say that one's true. How I Met Your Mother or Lost? I'm gonna go with How I Met Your Mother being the lie. I feel like the other two are shows you would have interest in more than How I Met Your Mother.
You could not be more wrong. I love
Really?
How I Met Your Mother. I loved Lost. I cannot stand Game of Thrones with a burning passion.
I mean, I don't enjoy it either, but I just know I've heard you mention it. It may have been you mentioning you hated it.
No,
but
my roommate.
I
know a little bit about the lore. My roommates love it, so I'm subjected to watching it a lot, or like knowing about the lore. That's why I know so much about it. But the show itself, I don't like because of the obvious reasons. Yeah. Alright, well, we're gonna do Mew's last round anyways, just because, why not? But the points are in my favor currently. So, what is your final one?
Okay. 1. I have never broken a bone before, ever. 2. I've had my foot run over by a car before, and I just walked away with no issue. 3.
I want that to be true.
I have been hit in the junk with a saxophone before, at full force.
Oh, this is easy. You never broke a bone before.
Yeah, that's the false one. You were correct.
Yeah,
you got another 2 points.
You just brought up you were in band. Like, the saxophone thing is an obvious one that's gonna happen. And I know.
And obviously that's just gonna happen. Yeah, that's just normal for every young boy.
Hey, I was in band. I know what it's like. No, and the foot running thing. I know you. I can see you getting your foot run over by a car and just being like, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The story to that is that like I was getting out of the car and my brother was in a rush to get home, and so he started driving off while I was getting stuff out of the car. He just ran over my foot.
Nice.
And I was like, ouch. Okay, fine then. Be that way.
I do need to know the story behind the saxophone thing. Was he a guy who was just like?
He was just a douchebag. That's all there really was to it. There's this old joke back in the days. This is actually back in middle school, and there's this thing called closed for business. So basically, what they would do is they would normally just like poke you or slap you, but he had a saxophonist who just gutted me in the junk with the saxophone, screaming "closed for business." And of course, I mean, I just got hit in the junk with saxophone. I cried.
No, fair.
That hurts.
For all you female,
and he was a douchebag. He even apologized. Like, I can't even blame her for crying because I think I hit you way harder than I meant to, and no matter what, it was probably too much. Even everybody else told me I'm more of a douchebag than normal for that, and I'm like, yeah, think.
Public service announcement for all those out there who have saxophones: do not hit people in the junk, for it will hurt. Thank you. And so yeah, that's gonna end this video off.
So wait. What's the punishment?
7 points for me, 1 point for you. So I get to punish you now. Now here's the thing.
Oh.
We decided it's gonna be a pretty ongoing series we do. Whether it's just me and you, other people cross in and out, whatever, how it goes, that's gonna be up to you guys. But the punishment is the loser gets their video prefaced by the other person, and the other person can say whatever they want with the person's discretion. Like, obviously, I can't go in a Mew's video just cussing up a storm. But I could potentially go into his video, start it out, being in his skin and stuff, starting it out and be like, mimicking him, saying things about him type thing. In like a funny, joking manner.
Yeah, and there will be a different punishment for the different episodes of this series. So there will be a different twist each time.
Yep. So, 2 things. In the comment section down below, we need you to both comment what I potentially could say on Mew's video, as well as comment down potential punishments we could do. Makes the games more fun if we have a little bit of challenge behind it. So thank you guys for watching.
With all that said, make sure you guys leave the video a like, because that would obviously show a lot of support and be very gracious. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to get all of the latest updates. Maybe hit that notification bell, but you don't actually have to. I'm not going to expect you to. It's just if you want to. And yeah, make sure to check out the Side Gunner in the description below.
And for you guys, check out Mew down below. See you guys next time.
Good night.